My name is Eduardo Moreno,
My name is Belen Moreno.
and we have Let's Smash for Juice and IG, and the company name is Smash LLC. And
Smash LLC. And where are
Smash,
you located?
we're located in Orange County, Santa Ana, precise, near Garden Grove.
Very
And
good. So I was just curious, we ask the same questions to everybody because everybody's path is to juicing is different. But I'm just wondering, why did you guys get started with juicing? Do you have a history with juicing? And why did you start juicing?
Never really have a history on juicing. The only thing is that after we started our family, we started being more conscious of what we give them. And throughout all the juices that we see, we started reading the ingredients, and we didn't like that at all. Um, and certain things for us to, like, we had so many drinks also in our lifetime that it's just given to us, but not really thinking what was in there. And now that we have kids, we want them to actually have something great for them to keep their energy going instead of just feeling fatigue or being down after, drinking a lot of juice with weird sugars or just imitation sugars that there are. And that's what we kind of start going forward, slowly juicing for our kids, and then slowly going with us, actually drinking them too.
That's amazing. How long have you been juicing for?
We started on, I would say, last summer. I was looking at all cold pressed juices, just started to drink them,
Yeah.
but we started doing it ourselves on last October 2022.
Wow. What do you notice? Have you noticed a difference in your energy, if that was what it was for? And what are you noticing now that you're starting to drink cold pressed juice?
Uh, I feel the energy that usually, like, I would say like lunches. So when you work on a 9 to 5 job, you'll start getting tired like midday, and that is not happening. Even though we have our kids most of the time, I'm not really feeling any tired of their screams, their running, or just not having anything that gives that thought of being, I would say, lazy or just want to take a nap with them or anything like that. So a lot of energy with it. My stomach is actually feeling better. Didn't really used to, I would say, have a lot of bowel movements, but now with it actually helping me out to have a consistent, and I slowly see my weight slowly going down, but not as quick as one would thought. But just drinking the juices and making all sorts of juices with even the fruits that we never thought that were available. Uh, Start pressing them, and something different comes out. And just by pressing and taking the organic uh, residue out with the pure juicer, it's something different that I seen, and it tastes really better than just smoothies in general. I
Yeah.
wasn't really a fan of smoothies at all. My wife liked smoothies, but I really didn't like them. Just
Yeah.
I thought it was like the whole healthy, let's eat smoothies. But just with the pure juicer, actually, I want to drink more because it's just kind of like a water base, but with nutrients and flavorful, actually.
And
Very.
surprisingly, there's a lot of soluble fiber, and which speaks to just your digestion and your regularity that you get from it. There's actually the juice is thicker, it's smoother, it's like silky smooth. And
Right.
the hypothesis is that there's soluble fiber in there, so it's drawing in more water to your system and helping you get rid of all of that. So you might not see the weight loss necessarily, but it's such great news to hear that your body is working the way that it's supposed to. So now that it's building trust, I like to say it's building trust with you. So over time, it will the weight will take care of itself. Your body will get to where it wants to be. So that's wonderful.
Nice.
Do you have a juice that you like? Is there a go-to juice for you and for your family? And is it different?
The goat juice is the orange and carrots. That's usually what my kids like, and that's the only juice that I started even drinking at the beginning is just
Yeah.
carrot juice with orange.
Yeah.
And when I start adding more stuff, that's when it gets intrigued. but the go-to that's always, even for before I start juicing, was the orange and carrot.
Orange and carrot. That's so good. I just figured out that you can just cut the ends off the oranges and maybe just take like 4 pieces of peel off, wrap it without even a liner and press it, and it's delicious. And it works really, really well. So it's super slick in case you want to try that method.
Yeah, I'll try that one. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Did it take a certain, so you started in October. I'm wondering when if you were to tell a customer, like how long for you did it take before you started to see the benefits of juice?
I would say, I'll say like a month,
Yeah.
about a month, about a month. Yes.
Yeah. How much
So
juice do you say you drink in a week or in a day, however you want to do it?
I think we have the 64 throughout the week. So
Yeah.
we go through a 64 ounce through a week. We have it in the fridge, and
Yeah.
we press it again and again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is great. It's making me thirsty.
I usually do twice a week. It'll be on Monday and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Uh, for me, obviously, because I have my kids most of the time, and have enough time for me to press on those days. And ask any of my friends, anybody that follows us on IG, if they want any juices while I'm pressing for ourselves, and
Yeah.
then I'll add more for them if they would like also.
That's great. Are you able to sell, or is there people that want the juice?
Yes, I have a continuous flow of people or clients that actually come. A few friends that are, I would say, subscription wise,
Yeah.
that they want it every time in the fridge. So I'll just press it and get it ready for their fridge. And other friends will have a good enough order for them to drink like throughout the whole week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it has a few following that actually love what we're doing, and they want to try our juices as well. And
That's fun.
how we separate certain juices is something different that you won't see on the market, because it's we don't really specify much as a healthy option, but a flavorful option.
Mm. I think that's what people are looking for. And flavor doesn't remove health. So I
Right.
think it's such a great entry into juicing. You know what surprised me too is I learned that black and red grapes, and even green grapes are so good for our brains. So you
Oh,
think that it's just sugar, but the neurologist who's our medical advisor, she's like, that's actually what our brains feed on. That's what our brains need. And those grapes are some of the best things for our brains. So, and they taste
oh,
delicious.
awesome. Yeah, we
Yeah,
do have a few lineup just with grapes. The what would it say? The blood, dragon's blood. That will have the grape. It has a pink pineapple, and also has the dragon fruit, the red dragon fruit.
oh yeah. How do you? It's pretty slimy, isn't it?
Yeah, at the beginning it was a little process, but eventually I had a good sign how much to press, what pressure time, or like slowly press it and
Yeah,
slowly open out, instead of just one stop, and it'll
yeah,
make a mess.
yeah, yeah. And no need to grind it. Just pressing it
No,
is the way to go.
uh, just the
Star,
seeds, the black seeds will be left on the mesh.
yeah, star fruit is really good too, and you can just press star fruit in case you haven't done that one yet. It's really yummy.
I actually had the star fruit at the beginning. I did not know how to press it. I just saw it. I'm like, how am I gonna press this? It doesn't really have so much. And me thinking a little bit longer, it kind of went spoiled on it. So I'm like, all right, I'll try another time.
Yeah,
But
you
I
can just
tried it
press
yet,
them.
but that was my option once.
Yeah, and in the future, you can always just message us, and if we've done it, we'll let you know how we did it. And that
Awesome.
way, we're happy to share that. We don't always keep everything on social. So if we've done it, we would love to share how we did it.
Oh, sweet. I like
Yeah.
that.
What led you to Pure Juicer, and like just why did you choose Pure Juicer for your family and for your business?
Um, at the beginning, I was actually in the restaurant business for quite a while, like little over 8 years,
Oh,
and I seen a bunch of juices throughout my experience there. And when I came across the pure juicer, it was something different that I never seen before. And with the mash, how it removes the organic material, just leaves the pure juice itself. That was something different that I seen, and
yeah.
I advised my wife about it. Like, look, this is something different. I seen a bunch of different juices, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
So for me, I was just trying to get for it, and I couldn't actually afford it because it is on the high end, and it's obviously a great machine. And throughout time, I was looking on OfferUp, and that's where we actually got it from a friend and an OfferUp. We're like, hey, you want your juicer? And they're like, yeah, we were trying it so much for myself, but it's too much work. I'm like, yes, I seen it's too much work, but I'm willing to go for it.
Yeah.
And I got it from them from OfferUp, and then slowly had it with us.
That's awesome. Do you find it's that much work? Because I think sometimes people say that, but it's actually not as much work as you would think. But what's your impression?
Depends on certain produce or the fruits. It'll be much work, but if you have a consistent, I'll say, uh, certain juices that like not certain juices, certain fruits, just like oranges, some apples, pineapple, any of those, you already have know way how to cut it, know how to prep it and clean it, and then press it right away. But
Yeah.
I feel like some other people think that they have to go exceed on cleanliness or exceed on prepping it. So
Yeah.
that's where the time consuming comes along for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But if I did it a couple times, and I for us to give away to our clients and our friends, it makes us go through trials and errors throughout, and we find better ways when we start juicing. We find better ways to juice more and more
Yeah.
efficient.
Good. Good. Yeah, I found that I can make 24 ounces of carrot apple in 10 minutes from the very beginning to the very end, like putting the cloths to dry. So I need to do that more so people can see that it is quite easy to do in the process. So but that's great feedback. That's great. And I'm glad that I mean that's great too that you found it on OfferUp so that you're able to get a bit of a discount. Way to go.
Yeah. So
That
eventually, when all this gets more, I will end up buying another one
mhm.
because how it's getting busier. I don't want one day to just fail on me. So hopefully, I have enough for to have a second one in the near future.
What do you like using about the Pure Juicer?
Like using it, the features what I use, like
Yeah, like I mean, so work the press is probably, what do you think of the grinder? Do you use the grinder too very much, or is it mainly the press?
I use the grinder on carrots. I
Yeah,
use it on celery. I use it with what was the beets, like
yeah,
gold beets or red beets.
yeah,
Anything that I'll say vegetables or some tough that what needs to be grind, I'll go through there. It's easy to clean, not too much hard. It's just have like two pieces, comes off, rinse it, hot water, rinse and
yeah,
let it dry with sanitize,
yeah,
and not that much crazy with it. But the press is just extraordinary how it just works. It just puts out the fruit and then just comes out very clean. I like the
yeah.
press a lot.
Like I know the press is amazing. There's actually a video out there where this woman presses everything from like jelly beans to cupcakes to
Oh wow.
sandwiches. Yeah, she uses the Pure Juicer. So I think a lot of people like the press. Question for you. So you mentioned that how you're feeling, which I love that your digestion is working better. So that's actually huge and that it's building sort of gut health. Have you noticed a difference with your kids and do they like the carrot orange juice as well?
Yes, they'll just see me certain places that we go pick up raw material, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna go get some juices," because they already know that if I go there, they're eventually gonna drink some juices right after. So
Yeah.
they're excited every time we get any fruits because they just want to try it. And then if they see me, they just look like, "Is that a different juice? Or what color is that juice?" It's just the intrigue of the colors also.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh, colors, to remember the blue spirulina lemonade is so good, yummy. If you ever want to put spirulina in your lemonade, because then it's a beautiful blue color. And then we've also done charcoal, activated charcoal, which is great when you get teenagers for it clears up your skin a little bit. It's activated charcoal is really great to pull toxins out of the body. And a lot of times I take it if I eat something that doesn't sit right, you can take it and that kind of soaks it all up and then you get rid of it. So you
okay,
can get black and blue and yellow and red, and
interesting.
all kinds of things.
Okay, I will try those things also.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're almost done. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
The almond milk, it's a very interesting one. My wife actually just drinks almond milk, and we've been actually looking at that. Um, Probably going forward with the almond milk soon.
Yeah.
But I think from any other juices, how I've seen it, I think this will have like the biggest yield with it. Because I've seen other juices that you just put everything and it'll just come out on the other side. But I haven't really seen it personally or kind of noticed it correctly. So that's something that we're gonna try.
It's really great. I just talked to a friend today who said she used to just make it by hand. She said she literally makes twice as much with the same recipe using the press. Yeah. And I just did the one where we did the strawberries. So you can just press the strawberries separate. You can press blueberries separate. You can press beets separate as well. So just know that you can make straight up almond milk and then you can have little shots to like add to the milk if you want to
Well,
add those varieties. And talk about fun options for color. You've got pink, you've got purple, you've got any kind of color. I'm sure you can make a green one too, but I mean there's so many different options, and
that's
it's
right.
nice because there's no preservatives or anything, and almond milk froths quite well. So yeah.
Ah,
And the other
exactly.
thing, I don't know if you saw that, but you can make your own peanut butter. And for kids and like different nut butters, you can make almond butter and just run it through the feed chutes using a 4 grid. And it's the best nut butter you've ever had.
I will try that too. My kids actually like peanut butter, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, yeah, there's a video on Instagram on that. So, is there any way, would you like to share your business, maybe your social handle or a website or anything that we can, if people want to connect with you and order juices or follow your social media, what would you like folks to do if they want to contact you?
For now, it's on Instagram at the moment
Okay,
at Let's Match for Juice.
okay, okay. Is there anything else that I might have missed?
Those who are in the sidelines thinking about juicing, I'll say just go for it. It's something that'll probably change your life one way or another because it has changed my way of thinking and consuming fruits and vegetables from ever since I started seeing working with pure juicer. And if my kids see that, and they'll be tasting this for while we still are juicing, and if they start drinking something else from the streets or from the, I would say, from the gas station or anywhere, they'll be like, oh, this doesn't taste great, I want my juice. I think that's where his ultimatum was. I hope that happens though.
It will. It will. You are setting such a phenomenal example. It's just such a pleasure to meet you in person. Thank you so much for your time. And all right. Well, Eduardo, thank you so much. Please tell Belen, thank you so much for your time too. And you guys are
Yeah,
amazing.
she's over there.
Yeah. Good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, happy juicing to you.
Thank you. You too.
Take care.